In the early 1960s, as Japan's automotive industry was racing toward the future, a remarkable story was about to unfold. While most of the world viewed Japanese cars as practical transportation, one company dared to dream bigger. This is the story of the Prince R380, a race car that changed the course of Japanese motorsport forever. The tale begins with Prince Motor Company, a manufacturer known for pushing boundaries in automotive design. In 1964, Prince entered the second Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka Circuit with their modified S54 Skyline GTs. These weren't ordinary cars. They featured the innovative G7 straight-six engine, replacing the standard four-cylinder units. This 1,988cc engine produced 106 horsepower, impressive for its time, and helped the Skyline GTs dominate their class. However, when a privately entered Porsche 904 crossed the finish line first, it became clear that modified production cars couldn't compete with purpose-built racing machines. The Porsche 904's mid-engine layout gave it superior balance and handling, advantages that couldn't be matched by front-engine cars like the Skyline GT. This realization led Prince's engineering team, under the brilliant leadership of Shinichiro Sakurai, to embark on an ambitious project, creating Japan's first purpose-built race car. The project was designated R380, marking Prince's 38th engineering venture. But rather than starting completely from scratch, the team made a strategic decision that would accelerate their learning curve. They acquired a Brabham BT8 chassis from the United Kingdom, a sports racing car designed by the legendary duo of Jack Brabham and Ron Tauranac. The BT8's tubular space frame and mid-engine layout provided valuable insights, though Prince's engineers would significantly modify the design to create something uniquely their own. The R380's development process was meticulous. Every component was carefully considered, from its lightweight aluminum body panels to its aerodynamic shape. The final dimensions were compact yet purposeful: 154.7 inches in length, 62.2 inches in width, and a mere 40.7 inches in height. With a wheelbase of 92.9 inches and a fighting weight of just 1,367 pounds, the R380 was built for agility and speed. At the heart of this revolutionary machine was the GR8 engine, an engineering masterpiece that evolved from the G7 engine used in the Skyline GT. This 1,996cc inline-six power plant featured technology that was years ahead of its time. The double overhead camshaft design and 4 valves per cylinder were racing innovations that wouldn't become common in production cars for decades. 3 Weber 42 DCOE carburetors fed fuel to this hungry engine, enabling it to produce over 200 horsepower at 8,400 revolutions per minute and 126 pound-feet of torque at 6,400 revolutions per minute. Remarkable figures for a 2-liter engine in the mid-1960s. The transmission was equally sophisticated, a 5-speed manual gearbox from Hewland, the British company renowned for supplying transmissions to Formula One teams. The suspension system was a marvel of engineering, featuring double wishbones at the front and a complex arrangement at the rear that included upper I arms, lower reverse A arms, and double radius arms. This setup provided the precise handling needed for competitive racing. Braking power came from Girling disc brakes on all 4 wheels, a significant upgrade from the drum brake still common on many race cars of the era. The R380 rode on Dunlop R7 tires, providing the grip needed to harness the car's power. When the 1965 Japanese Grand Prix was unexpectedly cancelled, Prince didn't let their new creation sit idle. Instead, they took the R380 to the Yatabe high-speed test track, where it proceeded to set 5 E-Class land speed records. The car proved its worth across distances of 50 kilometers, 50 miles, 100 kilometers, 100 miles, and 200 kilometers, demonstrating both its speed and reliability. The following year brought the R380's crowning achievement. At the resumed Japanese Grand Prix, now held at the newly constructed Fuji Speedway, Prince entered 4 R380s against 3 Porsche 906. The European machines were formidable opponents, but on this day, Japanese engineering would prevail. Yoshikazu Tsunako, driving car number 11, crossed the finish line first, with teammate Hideo Oishi securing second place. This historic victory marked the first time a Japanese car had won the Japanese Grand Prix, defeating the dominant European manufacturers on their own terms. 1966 brought significant changes when Prince Motor Company merged with Nissan Motors. The R380 evolved into the Nissan R382, receiving aerodynamic improvements and a power boost to 220 horsepower. However, the 1967 Japanese Grand Prix proved challenging. The Porsche 906 had undergone their own development program, making them faster and more reliable. In a hard-fought battle, the lead Porsche finished nearly 2 minutes ahead of the second-place R382, though Nissan's cars showed their depth by securing second, third, fourth, and sixth positions. Undeterred by this setback, Nissan returned to the Yatabe test track in October 1967. The R382 broke 7 land speed records in the under 2-liter class, proving that Japanese engineering could still compete with the world's best. These achievements helped maintain the car's reputation as a technological leader in Japanese motorsport, even as newer designs were beginning to emerge. The R380's racing career continued into the private sector. In 1968, as Nissan focused on developing the newer R381, private teams campaigned the R382 at various events. At that year's Japanese Grand Prix, privately entered R382 secured impressive third, fourth, and fifth place finishes against newer, more advanced machines. International success came in 1969 at the Chevron Paradise 6-hour race at Surfers Paradise International Raceway in Australia. 2 factory-entered R382 dominated the event, finishing first and second, a remarkable achievement that proved the car's capabilities extended beyond Japanese shores. That same year, an R382 took second place in the grueling 1,000 kilometers of Fuji endurance race, demonstrating its reliability and speed over long distances. The R380's final major racing appearance came in 1970 at Fuji Speedway's 200-mile event, securing another second-place finish. While this marked the end of its competitive career, the car's influence continued to resonate throughout the automotive industry. The GR8 engine's advanced technology influenced the development of the S20 engine, which would later power legendary Nissan models like the Skyline GTR and the Fairlady Z432, creating a direct link between the R380's racing success and Nissan's high-performance road cars. The legacy of the R380 extends far beyond its racing achievements. It represented Japan's emergence as a serious competitor in global motorsport, proving that Japanese manufacturers could not only match but exceed European engineering standards. The car's success helped establish a motorsport culture in Japan that continues to thrive today, inspiring generations of engineers and racers. In 2005, Nissan's racing division, Nismo, undertook the painstaking process of restoring an R382 to full operating condition. This restored example now appears at heritage events and exhibitions, allowing new generations to witness the car that helped establish Japan's motorsport reputation. Its distinctive engine note and sleek lines serve as a reminder of a pivotal moment in automotive history. The Prince R380 and its evolution into the Nissan R382 represent more than just successful race cars. They embody the spirit of innovation and determination that transformed Japan's automotive industry. From its development at Prince Motor Company to its victories at Fuji Speedway and its record-breaking runs at Yatabe, the R380 proved that with dedication, technical excellence, and unwavering ambition, Japanese manufacturers could compete with and beat the world's best. Its legacy lives on not just in the history books, but in the continuing success of Japanese motorsport and performance car manufacturing, making it a true pioneer in the automotive world.